Hello, namaste, Saubona, dear moms and dads, aunties and uncles, grannies and grandpas. This is Amrut Haribhat. As some of you are aware, I'm quite, passionate about parenting and child development. Have been into this space since a few years now, and trust me, it's quite a fascinating area. I also happen to be the co-founder of a non-profit organization called Wisdom Forever, which is into child development. So I've been sharing my thoughts on parenting and child development concepts in different forums. But lately I've been receiving lots and lots of messages from my friends seeking suggestions on how to overcome the issue of screen addiction of children. Apparently there are lots of children who are spending time using mobile phones, laptops, iPads, etc. So it is a bit of a concern lately. So here I am. I have several topics in my mind around parenting, and I shall be sharing some tips, secrets, which I would be covering in my upcoming videos. But today I shall be only talking about screen addiction. So I'm going to share 5 important tips with you on how to handle children's screen time or online addiction. Trust me, it has worked for me at my place, and hope you can also implement some of them. As per researchers and doctors, the online addiction is getting worse as we go along, and it would be catastrophic if we don't do something about it. The enormous amount of time that children spend watching the screen, it might lead to obesity, depression, social and psychological issues. It's getting worse in this pandemic situation where children do not have much choice. Okay, so I feel it's high time we as their guardians do something about it now. Yes, now. So today I shall be sharing 5 tips on how to try and manage online addiction of our children. Try and implement it at your place. Even if you are able to implement one tip successfully, it would be worth it. So all set, guys, fasten your life jackets. Let's dive into it straight away. Tip number 1, parents should become role models. It has been found that, and I'm sure you would have also realized after doing some root cause analysis, the primary cause of high screen time or online addiction is lack of or disinterest in other entertainment avenues. So I firmly believe we as parents are to be blamed for this. As parents, before we start fixing our children's online addiction, we must work on ours. As per studies, when there is less parent child bonding or conversation, the usage of media devices go up. So parents, I feel, should be role models, and the behavioral change must start with them first. You shouldn't blame the children. First, start with yourself. So my tip is for you to first analyze and work on your online habits. Tip number 2, how to manage screen time. Have a family meeting to discuss and decide screen time. How long are you going to allow your children to maybe play video games, or how long are you going to watch your stuff, how long are you going to spend time on Facebook, Twitter, etc. So this should be applicable to everyone in the house. So take baby steps before going big bang. I would suggest set up a clear-cut rule: no watching TV or mobile or iPad during breakfast, lunch, or even before sleep, dinner as well. So comparatively easy to implement, right? Well, there might be some hiccups, but at least you'll have to move one step towards some improvement. So most important is parents must adhere to these rules, or else the children will throw the rule book out of the window. To make this work better, make them captains and give them some authority to scold you when you are spending too much online. I use this with my son. Trust me, this works. Children love to be the leaders and boss around for a change. In your rules, I would suggest discuss consequences of someone breaking the rules. Like if you have set a rule that says only 1 hour on video games, and if one of you breaks the rules, you should you should also discuss about what happens after that. What should be the punishment or the consequence? Don't be too hard on the consequences unless the situation is too bad. And remember, the consequences should not be related to the device. The consequences should not be related to the device. You can't say if you watch TV or mobile, no food or picnic for you. No, that's not good. That's not fair at all. It should be related to the device. The punishment should be related to the device. So when it comes to managing screen time, there's one thing that works like magic. Try spending time with children when they are playing online. They love it. They absolutely love it. Try and ask them questions around the games, the online games. So they'll start bonding with you more. So that was about screen time. Moving on, so tip number 3, introduce other activities like reading books together. To start with, narrate to them some interesting stories. Read out some pages of comics and get them interested. Again, you don't have to go big bang. Take small steps, baby steps. Reading 2 or 3 pages is also fine. Introducing them to these things is the key. That's very important. You can exercise their creative and problem solving muscles by playing bubbles, hide and seek, card games, board games, etc. There are lots of options. Get them involved in your daily chores, household work. Teach them how to arrange the shoe stand, how to operate a washing machine, stuff like that. Very important, wholeheartedly appreciate them. Well done, excellent, all these terms. Use these terms liberally when they help you with something, and it helps them to get interested and build their confidence. Encourage them to play outdoor. Very important. In our house, we have a rule at my place for my son. So not staying indoors between 5 and 6 p.m. No, non-negotiable. He has to go out and play with friends. Of course, the situation is a little bit different now due to the pandemic, but we must encourage outdoor sports. Tip number 4, change application settings. Introduce application like screen time, there's digital well-being or other apps to set your daily usage limits. This can help you to realize how much time you are spending on screen and force you to do something else. And there are various options to curb screen time. If all else fails, you can delete some apps from your phone. So that was tip number 4. Moving on to tip number 5. Introduce educational games, educational videos. I call this the good dinosaurs. There are plenty of good stuff online. Make use of it. And lots of things are for free. These things trigger critical thinking, problem solving skills. Not every video game is bad. There are great stuff. but watch out for games involving multiple players. It should be age appropriate. So for more details on what is good and suitable for your child, so go to a website called Common Sense Media. It's a brilliant website. It's the world's largest collection of rating and reviews for media content aimed at children. It's a must-visit website. It's called Common Sense Media. So that's it from me today. Do try the tips at home. Some might work, some might not, but do try it. So watch out for my upcoming videos. I'll be sharing my thoughts on different subjects, different topics around parenting. You may, if you have found my tips useful today, please like, comment, and share it forward. You can get some positive digital karmic points by doing something good for the society. So see you all soon with another video on parenting and another topic. Stay safe. Happy parenting. Cheers.